He had no money, no job, no one calling, no one waiting for him. Each day passed exactly the same. One small room, an old phone, and a constant feeling of being stuck with no way out. At 23, his life already felt like it had come to a stop. No plans, no hope, no reason to try. And then one night, everything started to change. Not because of luck, but because of a very small decision. If you've ever felt this way, keep watching. This story might be exactly what you need right now. Min wasn't always like this. He used to have plans. He used to believe he was meant for something bigger. But things fell apart quickly. One job lost, a few opportunities slipping through his fingers, and little by little, he started to doubt himself. In the beginning, Min still tried. He sent out resumes, searched for jobs, reached out to friends. But when no one responded, he slowed down, and eventually he stopped altogether. His room grew messier by the day. His body clock flipped upside down. He stayed up all night, slept through the day, and avoided talking to anyone. Not because he was lazy, but because he no longer believed that trying would make a difference. The most dangerous thing wasn't failure. It was the feeling that nothing would ever change. There were mornings when Min woke up and lay there for hours, to staring at the ceiling, with the same thought repeating in his head. Maybe I'm just not good enough. And when you believe that long enough, you start living as if it's true. That night, nothing special happened, no miracle. No one showed up to help him. It was just an ordinary night, Min sitting alone, scrolling through his phone like always. But this time, he paused on a short video. Not because it was great, but because of one simple sentence. You don't need to change your life in a year. You just need to change for 60 days. Min scrolled past it, then went back. He read that line again, slower this time. 60 days, not forever, not something overwhelming, just 60 days. And for the first time in a long while, a different thought appeared in his mind. What if I just try for 60 days? Not to succeed, not to become rich, just to try. It was a small thought, but it was enough to create a crack in his old beliefs, that he couldn't change, that it was already too late. Min didn't feel motivated. He didn't feel ready, but that night he did something he hadn't done in months. He made a decision. Tomorrow, he would start. The next morning, Min woke up earlier than usual, not because he felt motivated, but because he had made a promise to himself. Day 1. He did just one small thing. He left his room. No goal, no plan, just stepping outside and going for a walk. Day 2. He opened his laptop and searched how to make money online. Hundreds of results showed up. He didn't understand most of it, but he kept reading. Day 3. He tried writing his first post. No likes, no comments. Day 5. He wanted to quit. That old voice came back. What's the point? But this time, he didn't stop. Day 7. He posted his first video. 0 views. Day 8. Still the same. There were no signs it would work. No recognition, no attention. But Min kept going. Not because he was sure it would succeed, but because he had decided to commit to all 60 days. If you're in the same place as Min, no results, no support, comment 1. This could be your day 1. In the days that followed, things started to change, but not in the way Min expected. Day 10, still no results. Day 12, still no one cared. But something else had changed. Min was getting used to taking action. He stopped overthinking. He stopped waiting for motivation. He just did the work. Day 15, One of his videos got 3 views. Not much, but no longer 0. Day 18, someone gave him his first like. Day 20, someone sent a message. How did you do this? It was a simple question, but to Min, it meant more than anything. Because for the first time he realized someone was paying attention. Not because he was great, but because he had shown up long enough. From that point on, Min became more serious. He learned how to write better, how to speak more clearly, how to understand what people actually wanted. It was no longer just trying. He was starting to build. Slowly, but for real. And most importantly, he was no longer the same person he was on day 1. Day 30. Everything seemed to be going in the right direction. Min started to believe that this time, things might be different. And then it happened. One morning he opened his phone. His account was locked. No warning, no clear reason. All his videos, all his content, everything he had worked on for 30 days, gone. Min sat there, silent, just staring at the empty screen. That familiar feeling came back, heavy, quiet, and painfully real. See, you're still the same. This time it hit even harder, because he had actually tried, and still lost everything. For hours, Min did nothing, didn't think, didn't move, just sat there. And for the first time in 30 days, he truly wanted to quit. Not because he was lazy, but because he was tired. Tired of starting over. Tired of the uncertainty. And one big question appeared. If everything goes back to 0, what's the point of trying? There was no one to answer that question, just Min and his next decision. But then, Min realized something. He was no longer the person he was on day 1. On day 1, he knew nothing. By day 30, he knew how to begin. Skills don't disappear. Experience doesn't disappear. Only the account was gone. And for the first time, Min saw it differently. It wasn't losing everything. It was starting again, but faster. Day 31. He created a new account. No overthinking, no regret. He just started again. But this time, he wrote faster, spoke more clearly, understood his audience better. Day 35. His first video was back. Day 40. He got his first follower. Nothing was easier, but Min was stronger, and that made all the difference. He no longer asked, "Can I even do this?" Now he only asked, "What's the next thing I need to do today?" If you've ever lost everything and you're thinking about quitting, comment, "Keep going," not to prove anything to anyone, but to remind yourself you're not done yet. Day 45. One of Min's videos unexpectedly reached 10,000 views. Not millions, but to him, it was a milestone. Day 48. Someone paid him for the first time. A small job, not worth much, but the feeling was real. It was no longer just trying, it was results. Day 50, he got his second client. Day 55. His income started to cover his basic needs. Not a lot, but enough to no longer feel useless. Min began to change the way he saw himself. No longer a failure, no longer someone lost and searching. He was someone on the path. Day 60, no fireworks, no dramatic breakthrough moment, just a normal morning. But this time, Min woke up and knew exactly what to do. No motivation needed, no one pushing him. Just keep going. And the biggest thing that changed wasn't the money. It was that Min finally believed in himself. The truth is, nothing extraordinary ever happened to Min. He didn't stumble upon a life-changing opportunity. No one came to lift him up. There was no miracle. The only thing that changed was him. Min wasn't smarter than anyone else. He didn't have special skills. He just did one thing he had never done before. He didn't stop, even when there were no results, even when everything reset to zero, even when no one cared. He kept going. And that's why things change. It wasn't 60 days that changed Min's life. It was 60 times he chose not to quit. A little each day, one small decision at a time. No one saw it, no one praised it, but it compounded. And one day, you look back and realize you're no longer the same person. If you're on day 1 or day 10 or even day 30 after failing, don't try to be perfect. Just keep going, because sometimes the only thing standing between you and the life you want is whether you stop or not. If you've made it this far, you're probably somewhere in your own day. You don't need a perfect start. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to start. And if you're ready to commit to those 60 days, comment start. Not for me, but for yourself. So that 60 days from now, you can look back and realize you didn't quit. And if this story helped you even a little, share it with someone who might need it. Maybe today could be their day 1.